All right, Friday and the week. National, International Capital Preservation Day. CPI just dropped. Let's see what we got. So profile wise, right screen, the weekly. So yesterday, rejecting finally with conviction the value area high, meaning for me there was a play to be made on this time frame towards a prior weekly point of control, which was naked, untested, virgin. We basically traded towards it. I think, if I'm not wrong, we chopped around end of the session, so we basically dumped towards it and started consolidating on that POC. As it stands, we're dropping below that POC. To be seen if you really want to do a retest of basically prior POC on the session, like the 900s, and reject, or are we gonna keep continuation down to the value area low and potentially lower? So that is gonna be a thing. Regardless, left screen, new template. We're using RTH only. No overnight sessions in this picture because I want to put the focus on the RTH here, on these profiles, on this trade idea. The thing was, and I was trading it just so from a value perspective, you can see like this B-shaped profile, huge sell-off yesterday. It's like which is it, like 798, 800, huge sell aggression on that upper distribution on the low side here. That was a spot I was shorting just. It's going to be a key level, I feel, to be gained for trades towards the prior POC and potentially the higher value. Everything under those 800s for me is going to be real heavy. Regardless, what I think, it's going to put the levels here. So the value area low is going to be the same as the range low from yesterday. Then the value area high here. Prior range high. And then the POC is going to be at 898. Heavy selling on that POC yesterday at the 902s. So let's put at the 902s here. It's going to be a key level to gain for trades towards the upper side of value here. We are about to open on the low side of barely in range. It's not a gap. It's not a gap. But if we do decide to trade back into or keep inside of the prior range, initially I'll be looking for moves towards that aggression on the low side, which is a key level. Huge sellers there at the 798s, 800s. Excuse me. So from a daily perspective, profiles, I'll be looking for, if price trades back into the prior range low, back in prior range, I'll be looking for moves towards that aggression level at the 802s. See what happens here is going to be a key indicator if price really wants to push towards that naked point of control from yesterday. And see what happens here, because we sold off hard. Like, I'm anticipating if we do trade towards those levels, those are tradable longs. But I do expect at some point perhaps maybe a flip, a gain of the levels, and then reject and then trade towards lower if price really is that bearish or wants to sell off. We'll see. We'll see. It's very likely though that we will test that POC. So if we really start trading back in range and that extreme level 800s, I might be playing that move towards that POC though. We'll see. And especially once it starts trading above that POC, it's going to be looking really good for moves towards upper value here at the 25, 38, 40s. We'll see. Still got 9 minutes, it seems. That means it's time for that overnight. Let's see what's cooking here. So CPI, we still got a data low here at 700, 695. We basically grabbed some liquidity on the high side of current value of the overnight. Took some swing points, hitting that aggression level where sellers were most aggressive yesterday on the RTH session. I will go back to it. Like literally this level here, the RTH extreme for me. So just overlay that in a minute on my chart here. So this level comes from the RTH profile from yesterday, right? This is where the sellers were most aggressive and we are rejecting from that level. So from that session perspective, everything under here for me is really, really heavy. Unless we gain that level, I don't really want to be long, I think. We'll see. We'll see. Let's create that overnight. Because these are going to be important, because the range low is here at the 721s. If we drop lower, we need some levels to guide for potential rejections. I'm already looking at 665 here. So for example, looking for the extreme here, out of value from the overnight. I do got a level at 694, which is a huge buy spot. Yeah, the big one here, the big block, Big Daddy, 692. If that fails to the downside, it's very likely for a move towards these equal lows here. And then aggression on the top side, you can see very obviously here at the 840s. The purple one, the most aggression on the sell side here. And then just drop in the value levels. If only we could automate this stuff, that would be lovely. So let's see what's going on here. Last 5 minutes though. So value low towards. It's like a little high volume node and a low volume node. Potato, gonna use the value low, the low volume node at the O2s. So it's basically a value error low towards the O2s. And then the aggression, which is basically right below it. Not a big fan of it. I kind of want to use a level a bit lower, which is also our fell levels, but this one is just the most aggressive one. And for the top side, very high towards. '19s, '20s, 820s, 819s. Still need more screens. And I definitely need less levels. Swing points, I still want to identify overnight low. It's going to be one. I kind of was using the 809s prior. I'm going to just keep them up. As it stands, we basically swept. I anticipate if sell pressure steps in, that we will rotate 620s. Don't like too many levels on my screen though. With these highs here, 809s, 800s, 810s, current overnight failure high, key level. Very range bound price action at the moment though. Markets open. Got that data low right here. And someone's buying it. Basically also the POC from the swing profile here. Not something I want to intro on a Friday though. So I'm looking for acceptance inside prior range, which is we're at the lows here. This could be a quick move up if she decides to. Ton of buying here, lots of effort, no results so far. I do like the level though, but 60, 85. This is 90-point candle, so yeah. They're hammering that sell button. Brutal candles. Brutal. I'm more than happy to not be pushing buttons. Kind of basically just want to see this whole thing get resolved either way. Still rejecting the value area high on that swing profile perfectly, basically. Not something I want to be pushing buttons on currently, but she's looking heavy though. Does she want 620s? Keep buying it up here. Usually when you see something like this, like big buy aggression on top, big sell aggression on the bottom, and it's not going anywhere, it's probably a good thing to stay away from. Also from the open perspective, we open up, we sell off the opening price, we trade above the opening price, we trade back below the opening price. This is an open auction. An open auction in range. Anyone's game. Patience for this one. See where that weekly is. Sure does look like it wants that weekly value area low, huh? Potentially lower. Where's the buyers at? $530s. Is this something I should have shorted? Want to see somewhat more of an impulse move down with a retrace, getting involved in a lower high, something like that. Something that gives me better defined risk instead of just putting it above the prior candle here, which then also would be like 40 points away. It's huge candles here. Sure does look heavy. Fairly impossible to enter on, or you should have used really big stop here. 40 points. Idea was there, just structure wise, it's not something I would have felt comfortable with. Let's see if she gives an opportunity. Well, that's gonna sweep before anything sets up. want to get involved, but not like this. It's like a 40-point wick. There's always going to be a next setup. There's no need for FOMO. So there's multiple trade ideas setting up right now. Potentially price starts regaining 620s for an aggressive long, which I very likely probably not going to do on a Friday. But if she decides to turn back into range 620s and trades back above the 700s here, this is where I'll start longing. And or we keep showing setups to the downside under 620 before we hit the value area low, and or we sweep the value area low from the weekly and just keep on melting. I'll be for sure targeting the 380s here, 300s. This on the prior weekly session, the spot where buyers were most aggressive. So it's very likely if price would drop out of value to hit those levels. Jeez, man, freaking big candles. Let's see what happens. This is the POC from that swing point. She's got to push through here. She has to regain the opening price. Big candles though, so if she's not immediately pushing through, I'm up $400 here. So I really might want to hold on to that. If that pops, jeez, let's go, buddy. Let's go. Come on, man. Give me some buy aggression. Give me some to trail here. Man, I have to trail something here, dude. Target, prior POC. She's got a lot of work to do though. But let's go for it, NASDAQ. Make my fucking Friday. It's that sell level on the the RTH, that 800s. Sellers are trying to trailing that low, that candle. Every time she's hitting these extremes here. Next one's going to be 840. I'll probably be very tight. Could trail the digression. It's tight. Yeah, I'm out. I'm good. Whatever happens, it probably goes to the moon, but I'm good. I'm good. Nice. Still got a lot of levels on my screen though. Don't like that shit, but it is what it is. Heavy sell pressure again at that. If this one pops, she's gonna go. It's gonna fly. She's gonna do that. Thank you very much, Mr. Amrani. Not a fan of long in the highs here. But yeah, auction still looks good. This is just the extreme, the overnight, where the sellers are most aggressive in the overnight session. Damn, man, those levels, dude. What more do you need? Everything trading above the 800s here is looking good. Just not something I want to go long on. And man, my eyes, so many freaking levels. At this point, for me to get me long, again, I want to see this resolved upside, trade above the levels we're currently rejecting from. And for a short, especially under that 92 level, but especially under the current lows, because this looks like it's still in the range, especially if you just look at the overnight. From an overnight profile perspective, I mean, it's not a trend. That's not a trend at all. This is a very violent range. A lot of business being done here. A lot of accounts being destroyed here too. Was there any more news? Just CPI, it seems. And get a bank holiday on Monday too. Get a long weekend. I hate long weekends. Nothing to do at the moment. Just waiting here. This is a good spot to give back profits. And I don't want to give back profits. I'll probably give myself 500 bucks of drawdown to play with here. But the trade has to make sense. I'm not going to be pushing buttons to be pushing buttons. We can gain as much as we want. But overall, there's like a payout cap, as in you can only withdraw 5k per account, per withdraw request. And then after 5, you get placed live. And then everything in excess left on an account is forfeited. So in a way, you're limited. But it's something, again, don't think about it. Just trade, make money, withdraw. Don't think about too much about the rules. That's how they get you. just trade. Your hold is 50% forever. When live rules change, yeah, you can get daily payouts and such. But as it stands here, the Nasdaq, we basically try to trade towards that value area low. We find buyers earlier, which is fine. Getting back into or getting acceptance in range from yesterday, and also value, even though it's at the low side, especially if we start closing 30 minutes inside of that range again. So in like 5 minutes, we close the first 30 minutes here. It's going to be looking real good for moves up to that prior POC. But we got to regain that 800 level here, 799. If that breaks prior PLC, that's what I'll be looking for. Definitely at this point, not a fan of shorting if you regain that 800s. Let's see what happens here. All right, we were copy trading. Forgot about that. Big candles here, man. Big candles. That's a 100-point candle. Where the fuck did that came from? More. 108 points to be more precise. Damn, man. Jesus. Yeah, I've been with deep charts same amount of time, man. Cooler print came out. Who's the cooler print? What are you talking about? Let me see. He's still talking about CPI? The cooler? The CPI cooler, or what do you mean? 2 minutes ago. It's not even popping up on my financial juice. Am I missing out here? Let's go to Forex Factory. Oh, like that. Oh, okay. I gotcha. 25,400. It's a bit a long way, but yeah. She got a lot of work to do before that, but if she starts trading above the 800s, I mean, short squeeze could be in play. And if she squeezes, especially above 950s, it's gonna be a quick move. It was violent up, violent down. That's gonna be a violent way up. But as it stands, she's still rejecting everything. Also, not something I want to short right here. You'll just get like a 100-point candle in your face here. One micro, 162. It's a $200 candle on one micro. I am not in Fabio's anything, mentorship, nothing. I'm not in the deep charts. What was it called? Like the I don't know, I lost the name. I haven't done anything of him. I just took some bits and pieces from what he's doing or showing like online. Everything else just experience from my own. I'm just adding things he's doing. What makes a lot of sense to me to do. The bubbles, especially the volume profile. It's yeah. Yeah, I mean Fabio is incredibly talented person, trading the Nasdaq, scalping the Nasdaq the way he does. Yeah. Squeezing here. It's getting really tight. That could work out. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for an impulse move above the 800s, and then see if I can get another entry. I want to see the proof she wants to go up. As it stands, he's shopping in the middle of the overnight range. This is as balanced as it gets. Don't want to be pushing buttons here. In my case, I want to wait. I want to wait for a breakout or a fake out. Breakout or fake out. Either of those two. I don't care. If she goes up and she fails, I'm happy to short. She could stay in this freaking chop range until lunch. Could be a thing too. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get myself another cup of coffee because this shit is range fucking bound. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm gonna give it time. I'm gonna come back and we'll see what happens. I'll be right back.
got the time today. I'm looking for all of the fades, want all of the smoke. All of my goals inside of the scope. I'm taking it healed and coming for more. Woke up, didn't even stretch. I'm placing my bets on myself. I be doing the most. Why you always talk like you wanted to go? I ain't gotta speak cause I already know. This ain't been new to me, a news to me. I came out the womb unique. Shine bright like jewelry. Of course, you don't wanna fool with me. I got views to see and gifts to use. I got everything to gain and none to lose, and he can prove. I took his burden and yoke. It's like moose when I hit the moves. You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure. I already know. I know my identity. My identity from the go. I told you I already know. You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure. I already know. I know my identity. My identity from the go. I already know. Already know. Yeah. I'm spitting the truth. When I'm in the booth, I take you to school. Yeah. This ain't a lesson. I put on this armor like it was my weapon. I'm stepping. The ops can leave. My props are these utilities he put inside of my belt. Feeling me, it's just the face I can tell. But really, the king is the one you can smell. This ain't been new to me, a news to me. I came out the womb unique. Shine bright like jewelry. Of course, you don't wanna fool with me. I got views to see and gifts to use. I got everything to gain and none to lose, and he can prove. I took his burden and yoke. It's like moose when I hit the moves. Yeah. You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure. I already know. I know my identity. My identity from the go.
Oh, look at that. We're still at the same price. At the open price, we're still at the same price as 37 minutes ago. From the open. So at the open from the candle. It's a bullish candle, so it's the low side of the body. Does that make sense, Mr. Amrani? In 3 minutes, why not now? In 3 minutes, you can see how compressed it's right now. She gonna pump? Do you get some insider knowledge, sir? Are you holding back? Just let us know. Sure looks like she wants to pop right here. A god candle. Is someone long? I hope you get it, sir. Nasdaq, you heard him. Give him the god candle. Just a... Nothing more I can do, man. Just hold strong. They're absorbing. So as long as the red bubbles are on the low side, you get absorbed. But you want to see them hold too. Definitely wouldn't want to see 70s break at this point. Well, I would have definitely been stopped out to the tick again. If that 8/10s pop, a big buyer stepping in here, prior wick pops, she might do it. What's the level here? Especially watch out for that A40s level. If that one breaks and rejects to the upside, you're Gucci. That naked prior POC from the RTH session is very, very likely if she pops A40s. Damn, man, this move requires some patience, dude. But she might just do it. This should be the fake out and then bounce. This should be the fake out. You should go up from here. That would be the most bullish. People selling the position. Now they're loading it up again, and then they... You want to see these levels hold. Almost want to go punch long. I like it. Like it. This one's the one, man. Wick prior candle 35s. You want to see continuation now? You want to see continuation above that prior wick in 1 minute. Looks good. Basically bouncing from that POC, from that swing point here, that swing profile would be the buy level. Or the level to hold. You want to see that level hold for sure. Patience. Looks good though, looks good. Until it doesn't. Until it doesn't. On the current RTH profile, we got like a huge buy block at buy in delta, I should say, on the profile, like 825s. Basically this level up here, absorption level, that's the level that has to prove you're wrong in the long. So is it me or is it just more levels getting on my screen? What the fuck is going on, dude? 45 minutes later, still at the opening price. What's that song? I need more music. I need more music. That's not music. They are trapping everyone. And the thing is, we don't need to train to trade this. We have to train to identify to not trade this. That's the thing. I believe trading is more identifying what not to do than what to do. After all these years, yeah. Because that's how you identify if you're pushing buttons. For example, if I'm pushing buttons and I'm making losses, I notice I know in myself, I know like I should not be pushing buttons here. And if I continue pushing buttons, I'm doing myself not a favor, the opposite. And I should stop. And that's something I've been getting really, really good at lately, the last year especially. Yeah. Because that's basically what it is. You want to put on risk, but if the market's proving you wrong, you should stop and walk away, and especially stop pushing buttons. And that's where people fail to do. They just keep hammering the fucking button because they want to be right. They want to make money. And then the only thing that's going to happen is blow it all. So at the end of the day, it's knowing what not to do. And I don't want to be part of this. I mean, we took a trade. What did we do here? So just from wait, let me. All right. So just by identifying the closest 15-minute swing points to see for fuckery, if I can say this on YouTube, fake outs. Saw price sweep that level, it regains it. In my opinion, what its job is, if this turns into a liquidity sweep, its opposite is its job is to trade towards the opposite liquidity. And that's basically the trade we took. Trade that make money. And the opposite too. Like we sweep that again on the high side, we drop back into that range. There's a case to be made to short it for me here. At the same time, yeah, rather not, just given the current and all the other stuff like the profiles and the narrative. But just from this point of view, I don't want to be doing anything here. Yeah. US 30. Oh man, I'm trading futures here. Trading NASDAQ, NQ, or MNQ at this point. Still dealing with casual 70-point candles here. Not something I want to trade on NQ at the moment. Yeah, same thing. The NASDAQ. Potato. It's a bit of an anticlimactic Friday after dump we saw prior. Yeah, CPI lately, like, just take note of it. Like, the last CPI drops also were like very disappointing. Same thing, I think, if I'm not wrong. I think there's other things that drive the market these days. CPI is not hot anymore. Strangely enough. At the same time, we are in a very tight range, and we are like in a 270-point range. So that's a thing too. whenever I see something like this, I like to think of it as that the big boys are trying to do business. They want to load up all their contracts, or they want to get rid of all their contracts. And the only way they're going to do that on a stable price is to keep price like this. We'll see what happens. Because where's my profiles? On a weekly point of view here, we basically only traded inside of value. We didn't even try to trade outside of it. Strangely enough. That's also something we haven't seen in a long time. I guess, like, not even outside of it. Yeah, IB is about to close. It's true. That's true. Yep. At the same time, I want to keep a Friday session on the low side, time-wise. Especially when she behaves like this. I'll see what happens on the IB close. If we pop the highs here, let's mark them out. Let's mark them out. Give it a nice color. Some width. Text. IB high. Boom. Copy, paste, low side. And then there is multiple scenarios to be in play here. We trade towards, we trade above, we get continuation. Where's my pen? Right. So we regain, and then longs above would be a play. We regain, we fail, would be a nice play for a play towards the opposite side of the IB. And then that play on both sides could be a thing. I really don't want to talk myself into a trade, which is what I'm currently doing. We'll see if it looks good. I give myself $500 or drawdown to lose. I'm happy with 1,000 on a day, and also happy to make more on a day. So we'll see. But she really has to convince me. Really has to convince me to push a button. Looks good for she wants to, at least. And at the same time, there's a lot of people short. So if the more she rejects and then eventually she pops, the better the move. At the same time, I'm anticipating fuckery, as in get them all out of their position. Big boy gets loaded up and then trade towards the other side. Could be a thing. It's not financial advice by any means. I have to remind everyone, this is purely entertainment, as you can see. This is that absorption level, that big block, big bar that got absorbed. This is the level that gets the pop, break, close above and reject, or just go to the moon. That could have been a long too. Here, with a stop below. Or an ad. Could have been an ad too. Prior PLC. At the same time, this becomes the flip. But again, so from current structure with the IB, if we fail, the absorption here prior we just broke becomes a line in the sand for short. But at the same time, we are regaining aggression from prior session. Looks very good for upside. I'm not gonna lie here. It's not something I want to FOMO into. Dude, I hate it when I click on something and another fucking window opens up. This gets me so annoyed. Just give me my profile. What she wants to do, what she wants to do up here, prior PLC. Also a big sell level on prior day. Dude, again, I got so many levels on my screen. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Check my DMs. I will do so in a minute, sir. Looks good, Amrani. Looks good. There's a case to be made for price to trade towards the 944s. If she trades above the prior PLC at 900s. Basically these swing highs here. Yo. She's squeezing. Dude, if she really starts trading above those levels here, a lot of people short. They're gonna get out of their position. Could be a nice Friday squeeze. Without me in it. Which is fine though. Yeah, so from a profile perspective, trading back into prior range, consolidating for a long time under that aggression level at the 800, eventually pops, regains that level, trading towards the prior POC. As long as we stay above this level, I'm looking for those swing points at the 944s. And as long as we stay above that prior POC at 902s, I'll be looking for the value AI. She gonna go straight up without any pullbacks. $944s coming in hot, I guess. This could be a nice short squeeze event. If you look at it from a 15-minute perspective, we sold off. This poor structure at one point is going to get repaired. It's going to be today. It's going to be next year. At one point, but whenever she starts trading inside of this single plane support structure, low volume node, imbalance, whatever you want to call it, all these people that were short, they're gonna have to start doing business to get out of their position, very likely, meaning squeeze. How many points is that? 400-point move gonna happen today? I don't know, but it'd be looking very good if those highs, 944s, one, trade above and hold. You want to see that hold. You don't want to see the sweep, right? And the fail on the back into, then this turns into a nice liquidity sweep, which is also going to be a potential play for a regain back towards lower levels. But it is Friday though. I have to remind you, it is Friday. International Capital Preservation Day. All right, Monday is a freaking holiday too. Damn it. 25,060, sir. Yeah, that's basically the current value area high from the prior day. I do believe, let me go to my profiles. Am I sharing the right screen? Yes, it is. So right above the current of the prior value area high, which is at 25,040, there's some huge sell aggression. Basically, yeah, the 80s, somewhat above your level. So I'll be, if we trade towards those levels, this is basically the extreme of prior value that can reject. Once we start trading above that, yeah, then it's probably 400s, 25,400s. But that's how I look at it, or like to look at it. We'll see. She could, like she, dude, we're getting freaking 100-point candles, I think. Almost 100 points. Back in the IB. This is basically, if you look at that profile, the POC, the breakout area. Dude, this is a rough session, dude. I've gone lucky with getting a few nice moves, but anything in between. From an IB perspective, this could be a fail, especially under that aggression level here. But then again, overall, the invalidation point is freaking here. That's already past 100 points in freaking 3 1-minute candles. To get me short, I want to... What do I want to do? Yeah, I don't know if I want to do it. If I really needed to make money, if someone was holding a gun to my head, yeah, I'll be looking for a short, potentially with a somewhat of a retrace, because at the same time, this is that aggression level we priorly were unable to break, which we broke. This is the thing, dude. There's like a shit ton of levels on my chart because it's that range bound. I'm not a fan of it.
Most traders think they have a trading system. They have entry rules.
This is current value area higher from the session though. There's a huge buy block on the current POC here. These entries are just so aggressive. At the same time, could have gone short against that level, stop above. The low side of that imbalance. That still was 20 points? What? This is 20 points of stop. That's brutal. And then he would have been perfect. That's a brutal. Back in range. All right. When in doubt, zoom out. Looking heavy though. But especially from a profile perspective, hitting that prior POC, rejecting. For the longs, I want to see continuation above that POC. At this point, I'm very much losing interest in pushing along because we just swept a lot of liquidity to upside. On the weekly, we rejected that weekly point of control. It's looking heavy though. She's looking heavy. The setups make sense though, but this is like a 30 point stop. That's brutal. That's nothing. That puts you on a perfect entry at the prior candle. That's not any validation point either. It's just super tight. It's again one of these days, CJ, where all accounts, a lot of money's been made and a lot of money's been lost. It's one of those days. Right, let's zoom out here for a minute and dude, this profile to the left is thin as fuck. It's not looking hot, I think. I'm not getting any smarter from looking at something like this. The overnight tells the whole story of the day, I think. Sweep the lows, very choppy. Sweep the highs, very choppy. Yeah. What is this song? Oh, look at that. After 90 minutes of trading, we're still at the opening price. Up the energy. I think the energy needs to slow down. It's gonna be the weekend. I'm running. We're up $1,500 on a few accounts. I can say. No need to get excited anymore at the moment. I would have if we for whatever reason would for us energies. I don't want to energize anyone in this range at all. Yeah, this is about the time to take what's green or what's in the account and slow down. Unless she really trades with conviction. And then again, just recently the only conviction points were for me the IB. Potentially could have been aggressive here. Continuation from that naked POC. On the flip side, the shorts, I really don't want to short against that strength. The short was or is jobbing back into IB for then potentially a move towards the opposite side of IB. But we're all past that. At this point, we're in balance. This is a good auction. You don't want to be doing business here. No business here. Maybe I should come paint your chart like this so you can see and can trade this. I'm running. What do you think about that? Only trade outside of that. That's the only thing you should do. There's a lot of business being done here too, I'm sure, but I don't need to be part of it at all. I can choose. I have choices. I can make my own decision to be part of it, or yes or no. And I can tell you I don't want to be it. Try sell? No, sir. No one's gonna make me do anything here. The only thing at this point, what could interest me, a lower high against those extremes, get better trade locations, see clear rejections, to be able to put my stop at a decent place. It could be a thing. Or the opposite. Or the opposite. But I'm not feeling it. I don't need to. If I was down on a day, I probably would look more for a trade, but no, I don't feel the need at all. I was trading like 5 accounts today, and I'm up 1,500 on this, and all the others are 1,000. So sounds good to me. Right, let's do a quick recap and what I want to see. So again, price held upon open the prior range low, trades towards that aggression from yesterday at the 800s was valid. That was the price I wanted to see gain and reject to the upside for trades towards that POC, prior POC. We traded towards that POC, we reject that POC, and we are back at those 800s. At this point, from this perspective, I'm losing interest. If I look at a 1 minute, I'm always going to make up trades. I don't want to be doing that. I want to be trading using the narrative of that profile. So from this point of view, for me at this point, I really want to see price trade above prior POC with conviction for trades towards the prior value area high, get involved into the squeeze. And for the downside, it's going to be the prior range low that really needs to give at this point to get me short. Anything in between has proven and is choppy range-bound price action, although very aggressive with freaking 100-point candles. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I think it will be more of the same. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm good on the day. It's been a good week. It's been a good last 2 weeks. I think I'm leaving with the green bag today, and yeah. Let me just leave it at that before I start pushing buttons here. Sunday weekly market prep. Monday holiday. Maybe I'll stream. Maybe we'll see. It's a half day though. There's trades to be made. We'll see. Probably not. Maybe we'll see. And for sure Tuesday. So yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see everyone next one. Peace.